Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about set access permissions in your virtual data room strategically. Let's go. What is a VDR? A VDR is a secure online repository for storing and sharing confidential documents. VDRs are typically used during mergers and acquisition, fundraising, and other business transactions where multiple parties need to have access to sensitive information. Why it is important to set access permissions strategically in your VDR. Setting access permissions strategically in your VDR is important for a number of reasons, including security. Setting access permissions correctly helps to protect your confidential data from unauthorized access. Efficiency. Setting access permissions efficiently can help to streamline the due diligence process and other aspects of a business transaction. Compliance. Setting access permissions is compliance with data protection regulations can help to avoid fines and other penalties. Here are some tips for setting access permissions strategically in your VDR. Identify the different types of users. The first step is to identify the different types of users who will need access to your VDR. These may include potential buyers, investors, lenders, lawyers, and other advisors. Determine what level of access each type of user needs. Once you have identified the different types of users, you need to determine what level of access each type of users needs. For example, potential buyers may need access to all of the documents in the VDR, while investors may only need access to certain documents. Use access groups. VDRs typically allow you to create access groups. This can make it easier to set access permissions for multiple users. For example, you could create an access group for potential buyers and another access group for investors. Use permissions templates. Many VDR providers offer permissions templates. These templates can be a good starting point for setting access permissions. However, it is important to review the templates carefully and make any necessary changes. Monitor user activity. VDRs typically offer audit trails that track who has access to which documents and when. It is important to monitor users' activity to ensure that users are only accessing the documents that they are authorized to access. Permissions strategically in different business transactions. M&A is an M&A transaction which you could typically give the buyer's team access to all of the documents in the VDR. However, you may want to restrict access to certain documents, such as highly confidential documents, until the deal is closer to closing. Fundraising. In a fundraising round, you would typically give potential investors access to certain documents, such as business plans, financial statements, and pitch deck. However, you may want to restrict access to other documents such as your customer list until after you have closed a deal with an investor. Real estate. In a real estate transaction, you typically give the buyer's team access to certain documents such as the proprietary listing, inspection reports, and title report. However, you may have to restrict access to other documents such as your mortgage statement until the deal is closer to closing. Legal proceedings. In legal proceedings, you would typically give your lawyers access to all of the relevant documents in the VDR. However, you may want to restrict access to certain documents, such as highly privileged documents, until after you have filed a motion with the court. That's all. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye bye.